Okay, it is September 4th, Thursday, 2025. I am in the mountains making this vlog. So there's probably no way it could upload tonight. But I figured I'd record the video now, so I'll probably keep it short just because I don't have my laptop notes, and it's what time is it?
9:16.
9. I don't know. It just is different up here. It feels like you gotta just hunker down or something. It's cold up here. We're around close to 10,000 feet. So it's a lot colder. I think it's. Would you say the low is 34?
I think that's what I saw, but I don't know for sure.
The low might be 34, and there's a chance of precipitation, so it's just scary. Maybe we'll get snowed on. I hope not. Hope we don't get much. If we do, at least. We saw an elk on the way up here. A big elk. You would think that might be common, but it's the first one we've seen out here in Laramie, or around Laramie, and we were just driving down the logging or the forest road, and it was just there, and it ran off. It was big. It was a male bull, I guess you call it. It had its big old antlers, and we saw a ton of mule deer on the way up here. There's a town at the foot of the mountains called Centennial that there was a bunch of mule deer just outside of that town and along the way up here, and but we had a normal day. I did sleep in a bit. We were last night we kind of partied by going to the movies and having some candy and popcorn and soda. That's not stuff that we eat. So I think it was kind of a bit of a hangover effect or something. But we got up and we went straight. We grabbed some quick breakfast and went straight to the library bus and went to the library. And I worked on and posted a blog, and Nikki worked on a bunch of video editing on her Canva, which is really cool. She's learning a lot there and getting good at that. And then we did a little bit of dashing, and we're actually trying to be back in Kansas City on Monday. This is Thursday night, so we're kind of realizing, man, we didn't get to go to the mountains again. And we kind of decided, we've been working a lot of consecutive. We did take a day off yesterday, I guess, but before that we had been working a lot of consecutive door dashing days, so we thought, maybe we should just kind of take a break and recharge, because we're gonna have to hit it hard in Kansas City. And so that's what we decided. And I wanted to do. I love this YouTube channel called what do you do?
Getting better soon.
Oh, called Outdoor Boys. And I just, like so many things I found at late, like a few months ago, the guy just said, we're stopping making videos. We're not doing it anymore, because I guess he didn't want to. He was getting too famous, and he didn't like that. He wanted his family to have a normal life or something. And so I remember when I was a kid, I liked this Christian musician called Keith Green, and me and my sister both liked him. We're like, oh, this is great. I wonder if we could ever go see him in concert, and it's like, nope, he had died before we even started listening to him. So, this guy's not dead, but he stopped making videos. I'm still enjoying the videos, and he does all this bushcraft kind of stuff, and he does a lot of stuff. But what I like is he'll go out, and a lot of it's in Alaska, and he'll go out in the winter and just do like survival type camping or something, or just, I don't know that that's the term he uses, but just rough camping, you know. Like he'll maybe put up a lean-to built out of some logs, a few logs he cut down, and a tarp that he ties on, and that kind of stuff. But I'll do some cool stuff, like build a little shelter out of pine boughs and logs sometimes, or, you know, the tarp seems to usually be used, but like build a bed with different, you know, logs, and do some really cool stuff to show you how to survive the cold. Like he raises the bed off the ground, like he puts 2 short thick logs on either end, and then a bunch of smaller skinny logs to make up the bed, and then he can shovel coals from the fire under the bed to keep him warm. So a lot of cool stuff. I wanted to do a fire here because it is cold, but there is a fire ban currently. On the way in, it was like so smoky. Laramie wasn't smoky, and this is just a little ways west of Laramie, and once we started getting out here closer to the mountains, it was like a lot of smoke. And I looked at the Google map wildfire layer, and it said there's a ton of smoke everywhere, including Laramie, but I don't understand why it didn't look smoky in Laramie, but it definitely did here. But it doesn't seem to be bothering us. But yeah, I tried to do some of that other than fire making, which we do. We have made we're pretty good fire starters at this point. Oh, I discovered this. I was building like a bushcraft wall kind of thing, and starting to, and I put some big rocks around the base of this one post kind of deal that I drove into the ground, and they hit together and sparked. And I'm ignorant on my minerals and rocks and stuff, but I don't know if it's like flint, naturally occurring flint, or something like that. But it really would spark, and I have a video of it. That'll probably, it wouldn't focus. It was quite dark when I was doing it, but you can see the spark. It was really cool to me, at least. But I didn't start a fire. I tried to build a little wall, and because we've been to this spot before, and we have a place where we like to cook, and some people have used this place before, and they have some like lumber, like kind of scrap lumber maybe around that. Like they had 2 stumps with a board going across it for a table, and we've used that. The last people that came here kind of put stuff all over. It seems like kids were playing with stuff, and so we're kind of trying to build it back up, and we're like, maybe we could make a kind of a more permanent type of wall to help with wind, as a windbreak, and just to kind of jack around and stuff. But I don't have a saw or a hatchet or an axe, so I couldn't do a lot of the stuff that the guy does. And plus, where he's at in Alaska, he can just cut trees down, at least dead ones that are dead and standing. So I have to kind of go try to find downed ones, ones that are already down, which there's a lot. But, they can't be too big. And so we'll see what I can do. But it's fun to kind of play around with it. And it's nice to have something to do. I might also try to use some time to, while we're out here in nature, to kind of meditate, do some that kind of stuff, and positive priming, and introspective type stuff. And maybe I'll go ahead and try to do another blog. I won't be able to post it probably, but maybe I'll write that tomorrow, because I've been doing that most days. And then I don't know. We'll see. And then, so Friday, be here. Saturday, maybe be here. And then Sunday, head home. And that's it. Go to our apartment. And we won't have furniture there at first, so we've lived without furniture for a year, so it's okay. Jacob said he wanted to wait to move into it, everything's set up, so we'll see when that happens. But I guess that's it for now. I'll just keep this one short, and then I'll probably post a few on the same day or something like that. All right, thank you. I hope you're all doing well. Bye-bye.